Welcome back to another episode of Motivation with Linnell, Season 2. And today, sharing my space with me is the phenomenal Miss Isilda Clark, a mother, an author, a woman of God. She wears many hats. Today, we'll be talking about mentorship and role model. Good morning, Miss Clark.
Good morning, Glennon.
It's my pleasure having you here today.
Same here.
Yes. And today we are going to discuss. So come make we talk.
That's right. That's right.
Yes, yes. So, who is your role model and why?
Oh, my role model. It's not just one person. It is just persons who I would see carry some strength that maybe I see has weakness for myself, and I would see how the level of character that they display, or the integrity that they carry, and so the persons who live a balanced life.
Yeah.
I kind of have those persons as my role
Role
model.
model,
So it's a
okay.
whole lot of people, persons I know, persons I don't know, and so it's sometimes it's in the internet space, and you would follow them because whatever they do, whatever they say, it has an impact on my life,
Right,
and I
right.
just consider them
Yes.
a role model.
Good one. And because of what you're doing too, sometimes you have to take little thing out of their own and put
Yes,
on your
ma'am.
own too,
Yes, 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 yes.
So, what inspire you to become an author?
Oh, I would not say, Lynette, it's not an inspiration. It was a gift that was given to me. I was
Right.
born with that gift.
Okay,
Because it's not that I saw somebody writing or an inspiration just dawned on me one day. It's where I just realized I could write, and I just started writing. And it was so it's something that is so easy for me, and when I write, I just come alive. And the fact that I can write about anything,
right,
and it doesn't take much effort for me to get it done.
okay.
I know without a doubt it's my gift from God.
Very, very gifted, very good gift indeed. Because man know or you can go on and you chat up a little patois and you
Love the language.
yes,
Love the language.
yes. So, all right, how does writing become the priceless thing to you in your life?
All right. So writing is a form of therapy.
Right.
And what it does for me, and I would also hear person share the same sentiments, when you're going through stuff, because most times this is what makes somebody becomes a writer. They're trying to express themselves in words.
Right.
And so the pen and the paper become
Yes,
the avenue that they use, the medium that they use. And so writing is a therapy for me. It clears my head.
Yes.
It clears my head space. It's because most time when I'm writing, I actually do it in the form of a letter to God.
Right. Right.
When I'm doing poetry, that's different.
Yes.
But when you are writing about stuff that is happening in and around you, things that it could be good, it could be bad.
Yes.
I actually just use it as a form of saying, Lord. I start with Lord, comma. Then I just start writing. And I can tell anybody out there, if whatever you're going through, it can work for you as well. Just write.
Right.
It helps.
And as you speak about writing, I do the same. I cannot, you see, like some people like to talk up front. I can't do it. But you see, when I put pen to paper, I if you hurt me and I want to express myself to you, I just write it down and I tell you everything that I want.
What you're saying. I express myself better on paper than talking.
Yes.
So I would write some things, and some persons would say back in the days, like, no, who know me, I know you. Yes, I can do this. And they'll say, you wrote this? Yes. Because it's like the level of intelligence that comes out from a pen and a paper from me is different from when I'm speaking with you.
Okay. All right. How do you serve as a immersed writer to other persons who want to be an author?
All right. So being an author is not really that difficult, Back in the days, yes, but now we have something called self-publishing. Amazon has made it easy for us to just go online, just put your material together, and they can do almost everything for you, except the marketing aspect.
Okay.
And so, what you have to do is to, for me, because I am using publishing as a business now, because I have a business called Believe Publisher, right? So I
Okay.
publish for
Okay.
persons now as
Mm-hmm.
we speak. Yes, my last two books, I published them myself, and I published 5 books for other persons since I've started 3 years ago. So, yes, and so what I do, I use a software, but as
Mm-hmm.
I said before, persons who don't have access to the software, to the
Mm-hmm.
book software, you can use Amazon. And so
Okay.
you just get your work together, get somebody to edit it for you.
Mm-hmm.
Editing can be a little pricey, it all depends.
Right.
But if you
Right.
know somebody who's good at the English language, or is capable of editing what you are writing, have them edit it for you. Never just send your work out there without
Right.
editing,
Right.
because what your eyes will miss, somebody else will
Right.
pick
Right.
up
And
on.
and I think it is a good business because I have a book
Mm,
that I want to
to publish.
publish.
We'll make it
Yes.
happen.
Yes. I really, and it's long awaiting.
All right.
I have a book and it is called Broken.
Broken. Wow.
Yes.
I sense there's a lot coming from that
Yes.
one word.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I want to. All right. In your journey, I know as a female, you can have a lot of obstacle out there as a female writer. What have you gone through any obstacle as a female writer?
All right. I would want to use the word obstacle. It's too much of a strong word, because I would want to use the word challenges, in the
Right,
sense
challenge,
that,
right.
yeah, in the sense that, because obstacle, it's not an obstacle for me, because I can do it myself.
Right.
When I did my first book, Matthew, I had to pay a lot of money. So the obstacle would be getting that money.
Right,
Right, to give to the publisher for them
Right.
to get it in the form of a book. As a female, basically not just female, just anybody across the world who wants to become an author. I think the part of it, the hardest aspect of it, is marketing, because it's for somebody to buy into what you are saying, or what is written in your book. Somebody who wants to read what you have to say to them, to see it as a page turner, right? Because for me, I do dialect, as you know,
Yeah.
and so for some persons don't know how to appreciate the language, so they hear about me writing a poetry book, and it's written in the dialect. It's like, I don't have any use for that.
Okay.
But I still do have a market. I still do have persons who, the moment they know it's a dialect, they're like, I want one of these.
Right,
You know?
right, right.
So it's a good and bad
Right.
out there.
Okay.
But if you have good marketing skills, if you have a wide network, that is important. Having a network of persons who believe in you,
Right.
share your dream, they will support you, and have other persons supporting you. That is
Good.
very important.
Yes, yes.
in being
So
an
as a aspiring writer, persons who out there as aspiring writer, and they are facing challenges, how do you think they can overcome that challenge?
What the first thing you have to do as a writer, you want to become an author, you have to make sure that you're putting the work
Right.
together.
Right.
It's poetry, you put them together. If it's a story, you start writing. Writing meaning you start typing.
Right.
If we're writing, we still have to put it in typing. So right now we have, technology has gone away where we can literally talk and the computer writes
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
So, yeah. So you get, when you get that together, that's the first step. It doesn't make sense you're going to be sitting there and saying, I want to become an author, a published author. And then I say, so how far have you reached? And you would say, you just have the title broken. The first, you're not reaching nowhere yet.
No, right,
The
right.
title is good.
Yes.
But you have to start putting it on paper.
In paper, right.
That's the start. That's how I
Right.
know that you're serious. So
Yes.
get it typed, because that's where now we can take the next step,
Right.
which is to start editing.
Right, right.
And then in no time after editing, you can become a published author.
And as you talk about how technology has become very easy, I remember back in the days, my mother was sick and wanted to send an urgent message to my sister in Kingston. And you know what she'd have to do? Send a telegram.
We were talking about that just last week with somebody, the telegram.
So you know, once my sister is in Kingston and get that telegram, you know it's urgent.
Oh yeah. Oh, we see Telegram with that ball too.
True, because you don't know what going to happen.
You're afraid to open a Telegram back in the day.
Yes. And now, why? People they are foreign. One time you have the email envelope where you write to Mr. So and so over foreign and you don't have to do that. You see in your bedroom and I see who over foreign.
Somebody gonna foreign, you take years to see them, to see what they look like, what they're like. No.
No more.
You talk to them every day, it's like they're still here. Technology.
Wow. Wow. So, Miss Clark, as a writer and a publisher, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years to come?
Oh, that's a very good question. All right, so definitely for sure, I would want when somebody hear the name Isilda Clark, the many hats that you would have spoken would be like, they would be able to identify, oh, she's an author, oh, she's a speaker, oh, she's a motivational speaker, oh, she MCs all kind of events, and oh, she has a publishing company, oh, that's the person who published my book. I want the brand. So the brand is, I have two brands. My name, Isilda Clark. My business, Believe Publisher. And as you would have started in your introduction, Make We Talk. Make We Talk. Because when you hear Make We Talk, you know that is associated with Isilda Clark. So in the next 5 years, I want when somebody should mention my name, nobody will wonder, who is that? They'll be saying, just like how I know that in the next 5 years, when somebody says, when somebody talks about your program, Motivation with Delaney, nobody will be asking, what is that? They'll be saying, that's a beautiful program. Yes. And we are speaking it into being. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes, so. Man. And I think your name is out there already. Yes. So there is more to come. There's more. Exactly. And with God, all things are possible. You're saying it, because you can't do nothing without a big man in our business. Because in my big man, you know? Yeah, preach. Yes, sir. All right. So, dealing with challenges in your writing journey, any advice for those starting out? Oh, well, I would have said it already. Start putting it on paper. Start putting it on paper. The moment you start, the rest will become easy. And never ever you give up on your dream to become a writer. It doesn't matter what persons might say to you to say, what? Because we will always have the dream killers. We have the dream killers. Dr. Joseph, him can tell you. We will have the dream killers, persons who will think it's not necessary for you to put it out there. But listen to me, until you get that out there, you are going to become you're going to feel like an unaccomplished person. Because your dream to accomplish, to be an author was not fulfilled. And do not let your purpose die. Don't put your purpose in the graveyard. Don't put purpose in a graveyard. But I'm saying to you, start writing, and you will definitely become an author. It is not as hard as you think. It can be very easy. Just start. Don't let your purpose die. You hear that from this woman herself. Don't let your purpose die. Okay. What is your legacy after writing? Legacy? Ooh, another good question. You're causing me to think, you know. I like that. Alrighty, so I remember when I started the business of publishing, and when I, really realized that this dream was accomplished, and I was sharing it with my children, can I tell you, the excitement that I was expecting from them, I didn't get that. Wow. And I remember I felt so disappointed. I questioned the Lord about it. And what he said to me was, the vision was given to you and not them. So they cannot see what you're seeing. Hence, they can't feel what you're feeling because of your vision. Yes. And so, going back to your question about legacy, I remember because they were not showing me that excitement that I thought I would have gotten from them. I said, you know what? I am making this a legacy for my only grandchild, my granddaughter. I hope that she will see it necessary to carry on this publishing business. But that is not only my legacy, because a legacy has already been formed and is there. Make
Right.
We Talk is going nowhere. It will be here forever.
Forever.
My books will always be used all over the world, and that just like a Louis Bennett,
Yes.
I've already made my mark in life by being a publisher. And as you said, the name is out there, the poems are out there. Every single year, they have been using them on different platforms, especially JCDC, and so that legacy will forever live on. Because the things that I have written about are things that persons can identify with
right,
now
right,
and then.
right,
And so the name, the legacy is there.
right.
It of course, I know I have like my best friend who is Effie Neymar. I know without a shadow of a doubt that if I should leave this earth, she will make sure that the legacy is continued.
Right.
I have a daughter, her name is Janelle Blackwood. I know for sure that she's going to make sure that the legacy is carried on.
I know Janine, I know she will.
Yes,
I know
yes,
she
yes,
will.
yes.
I
And
know.
so those two persons are the persons that I know for sure that will make my legacy stay alive.
So let your legacy stay alive, okay? All right. So do you have any recent books out there now?
All right.
Anything trending?
Trending? No. The last two books I would have published was in 2021. So that's 2 years ago. I am currently writing two other books. One is a devotional.
Okay.
It named Make We Pray a Proverb a Day. Ask me why. I'm using the Jamaican proverbs.
Yes.
And all in it. I'm having so much fun writing this devotion. I'm using the Jamaican proverbs to connect it with the Word of God.
Wow.
And so persons are going to be able to see that the proverb that I would be hearing my mother say, my grandmother say, or the ones that they are teaching us in primary school, I never saw it in this way, where I could actually use it to encourage myself in my day-to-day life. That book is coming shortly. Also, I also have a short story book where I'm hoping that the Ministry of Education can see it as a book that maybe they could use in the school curriculum.
Right.
Yes, so I am also working on that. So those two are my focus right now.
Very gifted.
And that one, the title is Make We Pop Story.
Make We Pop Story.
Yes.
So please await, put up on money. Put up on money, because that book, Make We Pop Story. Has anybody ever said to you, you are second Miss Lou?
Oh Lord. I actually carry the name.
Wow.
Which I don't mind. Everywhere. I'm introduced as the second Miss Lou many times on many platforms, because it's like I'm a replica.
Right.
And in some way, yes, I am, because the same format, the same flow of how Miss Lou would write, that's the same format I use. Our poetry is done in the form of a story. It's not all over the place because we want to rhyme. No, it tells you a story. It says something that you can identify with. Whatever is happening in society, we write about it. And we rhyme in the second stanza of each line.
Right.
And we put comedy in it. Humor. That we love laughing.
Yes.
And so we put humor where it is necessary, so that you can enjoy what you're reading.
Right.
So indeed, I don't have a problem knowing that I am being called the icon. And yeah.
All right. So, all right, before we wrap up our session, because my sessions are not long.
No problem.
And before we wrap up our session, maybe there's somebody out there that is very distraught, very, what would I put it? Like stressful, and they want to put it in writing, something. Can you just give that person a word? I know you can do it. A word of encouragement.
All right. Listen, I said it before and I'm going to say it again.
And before you, and like myself, I need a word too. Because sometimes
we all need a word sometimes.
I feel like
throwing in the toilet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Especially because what you're doing here is helping others,
Right.
you will be attacked. You will become demotivated because the enemy don't like nothing good. You feel like you're going to do something this good.
Yeah, yeah.
No, don't fool yourself. But this is how you will know that you're doing something good.
Yes.
Because the attacks are coming.
Yes.
So, and God is using the attacks to strengthen you.
Right.
To give you, for you to persevere. Yeah.
Right.
So the attack them come and so you push like hello? Because sometimes we don't know how strong we are until we are put in the position to become strong.
Right.
All right?
Right.
So this is a position you're put in now. Because you're living your dream. Maybe all many years you have wanted to
do this.
Right?
Trust
and
me.
Here you are. Didn't the enemy happy about that? No. He's not put up a fight, woman. But you have to be there to fight back. And have some backup warriors back you up in a fire. And you have to have that one person in your life who you know you can call and talk to, and they will be there to encourage you at all times.
Right.
Because yes, and it's going to happen more than once where you're going to feel like you're going to throw in that
towel. Yeah, for real.
You feel like you want to quit this, not make no sense.
Right.
But it's a lie from the pit of hell because you are going to be something great.
Yes.
It's the greatness that the enemy is hiding that is coming into your life.
Yes.
Can I tell you to push through?
Yes, sir.
Can I tell you never to give up? All yes. Never you need crawl. Hello? Because as long as you still have life, the purpose is still there. Just have even one person in your life who you know say can help you to push through, because we all need little back tips sometimes.
Yes. Push.
You understand what I'm saying?
Push.
Listen, you don't fool yourself. You will have dream killers out there. You will have even friends who will demotivate you.
Right.
They think for you to be thinking that what you say you want to achieve or what you want to become, it is not possible. You will have those kind of persons in your life. Eventually you'll have to realize that you'll have to let them go. But you have to know within yourself, you know.
Right.
Because if you don't know within yourself that this is what I want, it doesn't matter what he, she, or the whole lady want to say. If you don't know that this is what I want to become, yes, they will kill it.
Yes.
But purpose cannot die.
Purpose cannot die. That's the word.
Yes.
Purpose cannot die.
Work on your purpose. Find it. Your theme was weak about role model. Find a role model in your life who can help you to push. Yeah, I have friends where they share their dream with me. Me not even understand it. But me say for that you want to run with it, girl.
Yes.
You understand me? I am there with you. Me not have to feel your passion. And I'm going to say it again. Because when this came to me, when this revelation came to me, it was an eye-opener for me. And it made me start to live and think better. They will not get excited about what the dream and the passion and the purpose that God has placed in your life, because I know them get the vision.
Right.
And you God give it. And
so
because of you God give it, and you alone are going to feel the passion there, and you alone are going to have that burning in you for it to get it out there. They are not going to feel it.
True.
So I expect people to always compliment you and to tell you, say, me like what you say, me like what you do, and me go support you. You will not get that at all times. But you still have to use that burning feeling inside of you and allow it to push you into your purpose.
Right. So, push into your purpose. I like that word. Push into your purpose. Miss Clark, I am so grateful. And I am thank you for stopping by.
Thank you for having me, man.
And I hope you'll come back in season 3.
Why
as
not?
long as God gives us life.
I'd love to.
Okay. But do you have a platform like a YouTube, anything? So you can share it with the audience.
I Silda Clark, Facebook, I Silda Clark, YouTube, Culture Lady, TikTok, I Silda Clark. And for most of it, you are just going to see a woman making a kind of fun, being goofy, and just living, just being lively. Because it's a life hard, you know. If we walk around and take life too seriously, to me, man, we dead from depression and all kind of things. So we have to learn to be happy despite. And so when you visit my platforms, you will see and you will get that kind of feeling that, listen, it's okay. I'm going through stuff, but it's okay. So sometimes just let down your hair and behave like you even have no sense sometimes. But as long as you're happy.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
So I Silda Clark. Just check it out.
Right. So Miss I Silda Clark will be closing out the podcast today with a lovely poem. But before she says her poem, remember to go over. Thank you though for tuning in to Motivation with Linnell, and go over to YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. Miss Clark.
All right. So this is one that everybody can identify with. Lily could have asked me earlier something about using the word viral. That's the word.
Right, right.
This poem went viral, and so I'm just going to say that first because we can identify with that daily. Young, old, bills are killing me. Lord have mercy. So this one named Bills Are Killing Me. Lord, me tired of living. Every day things gone up bills. And so me work the little money, and so it gone in a bills. The other day, me get me salary, me realize me need a few things. So me say to myself, still that child, shake your eye and do some shoppings. But as me reach me yard and step through the gate, hear me daughter no, Mama, see the water rate. I feel like I would have tear it up. So I grab for the knife. But at the same time, remember the slogan say, water is life. Yes. Me fear that bill and post water rate and see a crossings. And by the next day, me go to post office, me get letter about land taxes. My mother whole in a country where me old uncle him live pan. And now me have to pay taxes for him can't work as him not strong. But listen, me have to laugh. Because when me reach me yard, who me sit down by my veranda? Yes, me one and only landlord. Yes, Mrs. Rent due, and not only that please, but me get a letter stating that the rent we have to increase. Me go down for me and me start ball. Then me hear a knock at the gate. Hear the postman no. Sorry to deliver your phone bill late. Me start to ball little louder. Me roll for me back and come out for me knee. Hear me little son no. Mama teachers have remember the school fee. Me say, Father help me. And if you can't help me, send your son. And when me left to go cook me dinner, I didn't make like the gas done. And you think that is all? You wait. But when crisis take you, you have to laugh. By the time you come home, no they like JPS cut off. And so me left in a dark. No gas for cook, so nothing for eat. And by the next morning, me reach hospital for me son him asthmatic. But anyway, see me barely living same way. And so me work the little money and so it's gone in a bills every day. But right now, me can't take it no more. So me ask him to help urgently. Because if me not pay me courts bill soon, them go and gone with me one TV.
Gee, wow, what a way to close this show. Thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in. And Miss Clark, thank you again.
It was a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me.